On the court, ball dribbling, cashing checks. College hoops, beats, pump, breaking necks. Guns, picks in the air, we ain't playing nice. Best rolling, paper stacking straight ice. Double units fired, man, winners only. Player props hitting, no rolling lonely. Bankroll swole, just stacking that cheddar. Breaking ankles daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing, cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips, reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day, straight up ballin'. Every show lit, you know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit.
Yes, sir. We are back here live from the GunzPicks studio. It is the Breakin Show. I'm the host with the most point guard of podcasting. There we go. The self-proclaimed CBB go himself. We are back to give you the Sweet 16. It's been a great tournament time, especially for the Breakin Show. We went 2-1 the previous thing in the round of 32. Actually, 4-2, and if you go to the round of 32, kept going 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, missing the dreaded sweep every single dang time. But we are back here again to give the plays to pay the bills. And if you liking the plays, if you haven't hit the like video on this one, why haven't you? You should have done it before the intro started. Once I hit the live button, I better get the likes. That's what you guys need to do if you want to keep getting these plays. You guys have been doing an exceptional job supporting the GUNZ channel. And I just want to continue to keep doing this all the way through the 2025 year. Baseball is going to be coming up. Football is going to be coming up. Everything's going to be coming up. Of course, we've got the rest of the basketball season to grind out. Michael B. always joining, true gun disciple himself. What up, my man? How you doing on this beautiful Wednesday night? But yeah, we're here to talk about the Sweet 16. This is Thursday and Friday games that I'm going to be bringing up here. I got 3 plays for you. Of course, my card is absolutely loaded on the Sweet 16 already. I released those on my Dub Club. If you want those plays, you got to go to Dub Club. Like, all my best plays are going to be on there. Units weighted too, for that matter. And it's only $20 to get in. $20, and you will it will pay dividends for you in terms of equity. And then they'll give you the Elite 8 too if you sign up for the week. So I would suggest you do that. I'm also dropping CBI plays. I'm dropping NIT plays. Drop 2 NIT plays tonight. So we're going to be grinding out plays all the way through tournament time. We don't just hit the NCAA March Madness National Tournament. No. We go to the CBI. We'll go to the Crown that's going to be coming up. We'll go to the NIT. We'll go to wherever the money needs to be made. Right here on the GunzPicks channel and the Breakin Ankle Show. Michael B says, coming to the end of a great season. Got tickets to see Florida and Maryland. Nice, man. Go Crab 5. Tech and Arkansas, too. That's a great doubleheader on that one. A little action there in the Chase Center tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about one of those games here coming up. But we got to start the way we need to start on this one. With my guys. Duke Blue Devils are going against Arizona on this one at Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. 9:39 is going to be the tip on this one on Thursday. A little late night degenerate special. And of course, we got to look at Arizona. Wildcats have had a great year. I can't deny it. They're 13th in offensive efficiency, 73rd in field goal percentage, 16th in offensive rebounds, 27th in 2-point percentage, 24th from the charity stripe. But they're 195th from three-point land. Not good numbers there outside the arc, especially going against the Duke Blue Devils defense. Then you got to look at the defense there for Arizona, 28th in defensive efficiency, 64th in defensive field goal percentage. They're 240th in getting turnovers. They don't get to the ball a lot in terms of the turnover percentage. 75th in defensive rebounding and 155th in defending the three. On the other side, they'll be going against a Duke team that is number 1 in the country in most statistical categories, including the offense. They're 3rd in field goal percentage, number 1 in offensive efficiency. They're 48th in offensive rebound, 17th in 3-point percentage, and they're 16th from the charity stripe. All the way around, this team is just good. They're deep, and they're absolutely exceptional. On the defensive side, it gets even better. Even though they're 4th in defensive efficiency, they're number 1 in defending opposing field goal percentage at 23rd from defending the 3. They're also 3rd in defending the 2 because they're so big inside. And they're 17th in the country in opponent free throw attempts per game. So don't look for a lot of opportunities there for Arizona from the charity stripe. Then you just got to look at Duke as far as this number is. This number is sitting at 9.5. I've seen 8.5, depending on where the line's going on this one. It could hit 10 before tip off of this game. Who knows? But Duke is just a backable team in every which way in this scenario. 10-2 ATS in the last 12 games. 13-2 ATS is a favorite to 8 points or more. Going against an Arizona team that is 0-4 ATS is a dog of 4 points or more. So I just think this is going to be a bad spot. Now, we have a little bit of history between these two teams. Of course, these guys played early in the year. Arizona lost to Duke at home on November 22nd, 69-55. They're 1.5-point home favorites in that game. Now, if this was a revenge spot for Arizona, you would see this line really, really tight up to that -1.5. That's kind of the barometer. However, this Duke team is a 9.5, 9-point favorite in this situation. This plays everything into the Duke scenario as far as line functionality is concerned. Duke is just the better team. They're deeper, they're bigger, the guards are better, they shoot better. All the way around, this team is just what do you call it? A wagon, as they say. And I don't think it's going to stop here. I think this team is just going to keep paving their way all the way through, maybe into the Final Four. We shall see on Thursday. Give me Duke -9.5 as the play. All right. Next play on the board, we're going to be looking at a total here. And we're going to be looking at Lucas Oil Stadium, a very unique place for a Sweet 16. Usually we see this for Final Four type elements here, but nonetheless, we have a Sweet 16 game here in Kentucky with Kentucky versus Tennessee at 7:39 p.m. on Friday. When you look at the strength of the Kentucky team, it's their offense. I've said it exhaustingly all season long. They're 11th in offensive efficiency, 22nd in field goal percentage, 25th from the three. They're 229th in offensive rebounding, probably because they shoot so well, but they're 136th from the charity stripe. Now, Kentucky has played the Tennessee, will be playing a Tennessee defense in this situation that is third in defensive efficiency, second in opposing field goal percentage, third at defending the three. And on the Tennessee offensive side, not a bad offense. They're 17th in offensive efficiency, but not great numbers in terms of shooting. They're 82nd in field goal percentage, 142nd in from the three. They're 70th from the two, and they're 102nd from the charity stripe. So some of these numbers in terms of points scored are not boding well in a total situation if you're looking for a high scoring game. Now, in terms of the pace, these two teams are polar opposites to one another. You have a Kentucky team that's ranked 26th in the country in adjusted tempo. You have a Tennessee team that's ranked 346th in adjusted tempo. So Tennessee loves to play slow. Kentucky loves to play fast. So it's kind of a yin and yang from one another, and we're going to see which one breaks and which one prevails. Third meeting between these teams, so we have a little bit of history here, and Kentucky won both meetings, 78-73 in the first meeting, 10.5-point dogs in that spot. Second meeting, they were 3.5-point dogs. They won 75-64. The totals in those two matchups, however, 146, 146.5. Now you're seeing this line at 144.5 and maybe dropping by the time we get to game time. Who knows? When you look at how these teams performed against one another, you have Kentucky in those two matchups average 76.5 points per game in the first two meetings, and that's 10 points below their season average offensively. Tennessee averaged 68.5 points per game versus Kentucky. That is 6 points below their season average. So the numbers are dropping when the two teams meet. Then you have the key trends on this one that leans to the under. You have Tennessee that is 5-1 ATS to the under this year as a favorite of 4.5 points or more. Then you have a Kentucky 5-2 to the under on neutral site games. And when you look at Kentucky, this is the lowest total that they have seen all year. The other two lowest totals was against the Tennessee Volunteers in both of those spots. I just think this is going to be a battle between two teams that kind of know each other's game plans. They've seen each other twice. This is the third matchup. You can look at the spread all you want. However, I think the total is the one to be looking at here. So give me a Kentucky, Tennessee under the total here, 144.5 as play number 2. Michael B coming back once again. He is just chatting it up. If you guys want to get in the chat, man, I want to talk to you guys about some ball. I'm going to talk about the Sweet 16. Let's get on the train here. Let's get hyped up. All right. I've laid it with Duke. Arizona was lucky when they get past the Ducks. I agree with that one. The chances of Caleb Love having back-to-back good games is slim to none. We've seen a lot of good Caleb Love. We've seen a lot of bad Caleb Love. And you might be correct. It's usually if you see a good one, you're about to see a bad one, especially with that Duke defense that is just absolutely suffocating all season long. All right. Gave you 2 plays. Got one more for you. If you want that play, you need to hit the like button on these videos now. Come on now. Get on the line, get up there, hit the like. Also, share the video. Why not? Can you share the video for me? I'm trying to get this to the people, man. I am 82 and 57. That's 59% on the show. Is that good enough for you? Are you not entertained? Come on now, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so as well. And hit the notification bell so you know every time that I go live on this channel. I see a lot of you guys coming in here watching me live. I see a lot of you guys jumping on right around game time. That's okay. That's okay. You're watching the video now, just hit the like button and get in the comment section. Drop a few comments in there. Tell me if you like the plays. Tell me if you got your own plays. I love seeing those as well, and I love talking ball because I've looked at the entire board. I've looked at all 8 games in the Sweet 16, and I'm ready to look at the other 4 in the Elite 8. So I do have my opinions on sides and totals on all the games. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about my best bet for the Sweet 16. Come on! Yeah, and we're going to the Chase Center where Michael B is going to reside and be boots on the ground for Arkansas versus Texas Tech. That's right. San Francisco, California is the spot. 10:09 East is the tip on this one Thursday. When you look at this game, it's going to come down to the strengths of the Texas Tech offense versus the Arkansas defense, right? Arkansas's defense is 17th in defensive efficiency, 41st in the country in opposing field goal percentage, but they're 150th in turnover percentage and 154th on the boards. They're going to be going against a Tennessee offense here that is 5th in offensive efficiency, 29th in field goal percentage, 59th in offensive rebounding, and they're 47th from the charity stripe. So it's going to be a tough task here for the Calipari boys. When you look at Arkansas, they found their success in March, basically getting a little bit of a hot streak, winning 5 out of the last 6 games. However, if you look at the squads that they face from an offensive efficient standpoint, this is inferior to the Texas Tech offense. They face South Carolina twice, 106 in offensive efficiency. They face Vandy, 32nd in offensive efficiency. Mississippi State, 23rd in offensive efficiency. Mississippi, 24th in offensive efficiency. By the way, they lost that game. And then they played Kansas in the tournament, 49th in offensive efficiency, and St. John's. St. John's has a good defense, not a good offense. They're 64th in the country in offensive efficiency. On the other side of the ball, though, Texas Tech has a decent edge over this Arkansas offense. Arkansas's offense is 65th in offensive efficiency going against a Texas defense that is 37th in defensive efficiency. Also, Arkansas doesn't shoot the ball well. They're 103rd in the country in field goal percentage, and they're not a good rebounding team on the offensive boards, 332nd in the country in offensive rebounds. Statistically, they're just a bad shooting team, and they're 125th in free throw percentage. They are unbackable from an offensive standpoint. I think Texas Tech should be able to control the pace of this game as well because they love to play slow. They're 262nd in adjusted tempo. They're going against an Arkansas team that is 67th in adjusted tempo. So if they could control the tempo and slow the game down, that plays perfectly in what Texas Tech wants to do. I'm going to back teams on 3 statistical categories. If they could control the pace, that's a 4th. 3-point percentage, turnover percentage, and free throw percentage offensively. If you can have the edge in all 3 of those, by God, I'm going to be backing you every single time. And guess what? Texas Tech has the edge significantly in all 3 categories. Don't think the dogs are going to be clearing this round at all. This is going to be pretty chalky, in my opinion, in the Sweet 16. So, yeah, I'm going to be taking Texas Tech here, -5.5 as my best bet for the Sweet 16. All right, dropping in. Tyler, what's up, my man? Haven't seen you in the chat. He said, Guns, longtime watcher. Shout out to the Shark for the intro to your channel. Born and raised in Little Rock. I'm scared what you are going to say with that hat. Hogs by 90. Love the show. Hey, you know what? You're a fan. I get it, man. I get it. But I just think Texas Tech is in a better spot. We shall see. And you can come and chirp me when I'm done, and I'll be like, hey, man, you got a good win there. But, yeah, I think it's going to be Texas Tech all the way. I like Texas Tech to get to the Final Four, to be honest with you. Michael B says, I'm surprised that the line has not moved given that Arkansas top scorer is questionable. With you on Tech, I think everybody is going to run back Arkansas as a dog after they won the last 2 outright. That's what I think, too. You know, people want to back certain coaches and they don't look at the team and they look at the statistics. Everybody's on, everybody's talking about Calipari. Everybody's talking about how great the Arkansas turnaround has been. how they looked in their first 2 games. But like I said, when you've only played Kansas and St. John's, granted, you beat a number 2 seed. St. John's was a team with a target on their back, and they were kind of fool's gold. Their offense was absolutely terrible. They couldn't shoot the ball, and their defense was kind of their crutch all season long. And when you played in a down Big East this year, it overshadowed who you really were. But if you're in the box scores and you look at the numbers, I saw ahead of time. I took Arkansas in the previous game, but I'm going to be fading them here. I'm going to be taking Texas Tech. Excuse me. All right, Tyler coming back in. Says local radio has Thero in, but for 8 to 10 minutes, according to Cal. Definitely scary. We definitely do not have the shooting, but our defense will be the key on this one. But like I said, this game doesn't start till late. So the money really isn't going to start moving until maybe tonight, maybe somewhere towards tip off of this game. You're going to start seeing things move around. I think it was at 4.5 at one point. I could be wrong on that one, but I got 5.5. I'm still fine with this one. I think Texas Tech wins by margin. But I digress. If you're watching this video right now, you know what you need to do. You need to like and subscribe to the channel. It's a recap for you. If you just fast forward to the end and you look for the plays, we're going to be going with Duke minus 9.5. We're going to be going Kentucky, Tennessee under the total at 144.5. And we're going to be going Texas Tech minus 5.5 as 3 plays that pay the bills. I'm going to be going on spaces here at 9 o'clock. I did retweet the spaces I'm going to be on. So we're going to talk all the games. We're going to talk all the Sweet 16. We're just going to be talking ball, be talking for an hour. I may give my opinions on some of the games that are going to be coming up. Just going to be talking ball. So if you want to go join that, please do. If not, like and subscribe to the GunzPicks channel, hit the like button on this video, and get into the comment section. That's all you can do. All right, that's going to do it for me. Until the Elite Eight. This is GunzPicks. This is the Breakin' Ankles show. Let's cash some tickets. Let's dominate the bowl. And as always, yep. Ooh, let's keep dancing. Ba-bang!
Daily, no one do it better. Let's keep dancing. Cannon shots fired. Cashing best clips reloaded, never tired. Have ourselves a day. Straight up ballin'. Every show lit. You know we all in. Hit the hardwood, buzzers buzz, call it lit. Numbers crunch, strategy so legit. Breaking down plays, knowledge deep. College boss advanced, cash in, no